Hello everyone, I am Sai Chaitanya. Welcome to Sai Techer. In this video, I'll be reviewing the Poco F2 Pro after using for 1 month. So it's been exactly 1 month of using the Poco F2 Pro 5G smartphone, so which has been 1 month of journey with this phone, and during this review I'll be covering each and every detail. So regarding the battery, display, Wi-Fi connectivity, fingerprint, Face ID unlocking, so I'll be trying to cover everything in this one video, friends. So try to watch till end of the video if you are planning to buy the phone once it get launched in India. So before getting launched in India, you need to know more things about the Poco F2 Pro, and also do check the links in description also for the playlist of Poco F2 Pro. So in every video there is a playlist available for each and every smartphone. So try to check that Poco F2 Pro playlist, so where you can find very useful videos regarding this smartphone. So let's get started with the first thing which I'm going to talk about is the display. So display is another good thing and disadvantage and advantage is there with this phone Poco F2 Pro. So one advantage is that the color accuracy and the saturation levels and the various settings you do get in this phone is very good. So only one disadvantage is the refresh rate. The phone doesn't have high refresh rate. That is the only one negative point. Apart from that, trust me friends, seriously the display is very good. So far the best I have used, even when compared with the OnePlus 7 Pro as well. So I did a video on a comparison with the OnePlus 7 Pro, also display comparison. So try to check that video if you want to know more details. So definitely in terms of the display, I'm very much happy, where you get plenty of options here, as you can see here. So there are so many customization options available for the video settings, color settings, where you can actually do in this phone. So even if I open MX Player, so right now I'm playing the video in the MX Player. So you do get this kind of small option, video toolbox, which will give you more customization option, as you can see. So where you can watch the videos in the black and white mode. I know who will watch in black and white mode, but still you got that option to watch it. Not only in the black and white mode, you can watch the cinema mode, where the saturation colors will vary a lot. Definitely friends, in terms of the display, this is the best phone apart from the high refresh rate. So that is only one negative point about this phone. So apart from that, you will get full screen, very good experience. You won't regret buying this phone for the display, definitely. And next thing what I'm going to talk about is the processor. So obviously friends, the Snapdragon 865 processor is very good. Definitely if you plan to buy this phone, you can easily use this phone for the next couple of years, definitely. And it is the Antutu benchmark results which I got here. So if you want to know more battery draining in this phone while gaming and while using YouTube or the other applications, so try to check the playlist, so you can find even more videos. So in terms of the performance, and I did not have any issue during this usage of 1 month. I know it's a very short period, but still I will try to update after 2 months, and regularly I'll do a video on Poco F2 Pro as well. Even after the MIUI 12 update, still the performance is not got affected at all. So when we talk about the MIUI 12 update, this one thing is that battery. So yes friends, the battery is also very good, no problem. I did not face any issues with the battery overall. Even after MIUI 12 update, I was getting the same amount of screen on time, little bit close to before as well. But one disadvantage with this new MIUI 12 update is I'm not sure why I cannot see the screen on time. So the screen on time which only displays today's screen on time, it doesn't display yesterday's screen on time. But I did not charge the phone for the past 2 days. So to see that, I need to go to the digital Weblink here. And here I can see the screen on times here each and every day here. So overall the screen on time I can expect close to 6 to 7 hours of screen on time is possible. So in terms of the battery, I am not at all that much concerned with this phone. So in terms of the battery and performance is very good, and display is the best thing in this phone. So no problem with the display, battery and performance. So next I'll be talking about the camera. The camera of the Poco F2 Pro has one biggest advantage is 8K footage recording. So yes friends, the camera 64 megapixel can actually record 8K footage. So that is another next level of advantage in this smartphone. So when you go to the video, you do get direct option of the 8K video. As you can see friends, using the 8K recording you can get very good detail in terms of the video, but you need to remember that the video of the size will be very long. So I did a separate video on that one as well, so do check the links in description. So overall, having the 8K capabilities in the smartphone is another future proof. Definitely if you are planning to buy this phone, you need to use this phone for next 1 year or two, not only 1 year, maybe 2 years, or some people will use for 3 years. Then definitely you need to check these points, like display having good battery, having good performance, and having good software updates as well. So recently when I got the MIUI 12 update, definitely in the future, even if the phone gets any MIUI 13 or 14 updates, the phone will receive for the next couple of years, I guess. So there should not be any problem. So overall, in terms of the camera also, everything is fine. Even with the front camera, pop-up camera as well, everything is fine. So no issues with the camera. So I'm not that into the camera user. So overall, my experience is also 4 out of 5, I can say, definitely friends. So in terms of the camera, so I'm pretty happy with the camera. So next, let me talk about the Face ID unlocking and the fingerprint scanner. The Face ID unlocking is same like the Redmi K20 Pro's method, where you need to swipe it upside to unlock. But overall, the speeding process is pretty fast. So in the Redmi K20 Pro, before MIUI 12 update, it used to take a little bit of long time in terms of the pop-up camera unlocking. So now let me try side by side. As you can see, so Redmi K20 Pro is slightly ahead of the Poco F2 Pro device. So apart from that, there is no other issues. Even if the fingerprint scanning also, it's pretty good. So in-display fingerprint scanner, which recognizes pretty fast, and this fingerprint scanner is more accurate and good than the previous fingerprint scanner which is present in the Redmi's in-display fingerprint. So that's one good thing. And now let me talk about few other things which I like only in this phone. So first thing is that haptic feedback. So that is the biggest thing which I have noticed from the minute of using this phone even till today. This is the thing which I like more about this phone, is the haptic feedback. So where you get different level controls regarding the haptic feedback. So even the vibration motor and everything is very good. Definitely you can feel like you are using the premium mobile phone by when you use Poco F2 Pro while texting or just while scrolling to the normal menus. When you reach the top or bottom, the phone will give you a little amount of feedback. For example, right now in the settings, so when I'm scrolling to the bottom, if I reach the bottom, so the phone will give you a little bit amount of feedback, which is very good vibration. Even when I reach top, it will give you a little bit of feedback as a vibration, so which is very good. So overall, the haptic feedback is best in this range. Definitely friends, I can say you, even the optimization of this haptic feedback is very good. Even when I scrolling in other applications, if I reach the bottom, it do give the vibration overall. So in terms of the haptic feedback, I'm very happy. Next is a Wi-Fi connectivity. The phone has a Wi-Fi 6. As you can see friends, 6th generation standard is supported. The Wi-Fi 6 is inbuilt supported, so this can be used for next couple of years without any problem, the Poco F2 Pro. So definitely Wi-Fi 6 is supported, and the Wi-Fi tethering also supported. So that means you can actually share your Wi-Fi network with other devices as well. So as you can see right now, so if you turn on the portable hotspot, you can see Wi-Fi tethering plus Wi-Fi are acting at same time. So this is another good advantage in this phone. So overall, in terms of the connectivity, it has got NFC and Wi-Fi with Wi-Fi 6 as well. So that is another good thing. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this phone friends, with the Poco F2 Pro. There is no disadvantage I didn't find with this phone. Only a few disadvantage is that I could have expected a little bit of more battery. Having the 5000 mAh of battery should be good. So next is that refresh rate. So definitely I did feel a little bit of missing the refresh rate, but overall 180 touch sampling rate is compensated for that. So that is another good advantage. So refresh rate I miss, and little bit of extra battery would have been better in this phone. So that's it friends, this is the overall review of this Poco F2 Pro after using for 1 month. So for more videos, do subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to check the links in description for more details of the Poco F2 Pro device. So that's it for this video. See you in the next video. Until then, bye.